David built houses for himself in the city of David, and he prepared a place for the ark of God, and pitched a tent for it. Then David said, "No one but the Levites may carry the ark of God, because the Lord has chosen them to carry the ark of the Lord and to minister before him forever." David assembled all Israel at Jerusalem to bring the ark of the Lord to the palace he had prepared for it. Then he gathered together the descendants of Aaron and the Levites. From the Kohathites, Uriel the leader, and 120 of his relatives. From the Merarites, Asaiah the leader, and 220 of his relatives. From the Gershomites, Joel the leader, and 130 of his relatives. From the Elizaphanites, Shemaiah the leader, and 200 of his relatives. From the Hebronites, Eliel the leader, and 80 of his relatives. From the Uzzielites, Aminadab the leader, and 112 of his relatives. David summoned the priests Zadok and Abiathar, and the Levites Uriel, Asaiah, Joel, Shemaiah, Eliel, and Aminadab. He said to them, "You are the heads of the Levite families. You and your relatives must consecrate yourselves so that you may bring the ark of the Lord God of Israel to the place I have prepared for it. For the Lord our God burst out in anger against us because you Levites were not with us the first time. For we didn't inquire of him about the proper procedures." So the priests and the Levites consecrated themselves to bring up the ark of the Lord God of Israel. Then the Levites carried the ark of God the way Moses had commanded, according to the word of the Lord, on their shoulders with the poles. Then David told the leaders of the Levites to appoint their relatives and singers and to have them raise their voices with joy, accompanied by musical instruments, harps, lyres, and cymbals. So the Levites appointed Heman, son of Joel, from his relatives Asaph, son of Berechiah, and from their relatives the Merarites, Ethan, son of Cushiah. With them were their relatives, second in rank, Zechariah, Jaziel, Shemiramoth, Jehiel, Uni, Eliab, Benaiah, Maaseiah, Mathathiah, Eliphalu, Micaniah, and the gatekeepers Obed-Edom and Jael. The singers Heman, Asaph, and Ethan were to sound the bronze cymbals. Zechariah, Aziel, Shemiramoth, Jehiel, Uni, Eliab, Maaseiah, and Benaiah were to play harps according to Alamoth. And Mattathiah, Eliphalah, Micaniah, Obed-Edom, Jeiel, and Azaziah were to lead the music with lyres, according to the Sheminith. Chenaniah, the leader of the Levites in music, was to direct the music because he was skillful. Berechiah and Elkanah were to be the gatekeepers for the ark. The priests Shebaniah, Jehoshaphat, Nathaniel, Amasgai, Zechariah, Benaiah, and Eleazar were to blow trumpets before the ark of God. Obed-Edom and Jehiah were also to be the gatekeepers for the ark. David, the elders of Israel, and the commanders of thousands went with rejoicing to bring the ark of the covenant of the Lord from the house of Obed-Edom. While the Levites were carrying the ark of the covenant of the Lord, with God's help, they sacrificed 7 bulls and 7 rams. Now David was dressed in a robe of fine linen, as were all the Levites who were carrying the ark, as well as the singers and Shemaiah, the music leader, and the singers. David also wore a linen ephod. So all Israel brought up the ark of the covenant of the Lord with shouts, the sound of the ram's horn, trumpets and cymbals, and the playing of harps and lyres. As the ark of the covenant of the Lord was entering the city of David, Saul's daughter Michal looked down from the window and saw King David dancing and celebrating, and she despised him in her heart.